guys. So here we are. It's Tuesday. I am beat. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep the best last night, so yeah, it's been a long day. Just got home from work like 10 minutes ago, so probably not going to be a very long video, to be honest. But you guys, I'm tired. Like, I feel old right now. And I know I'm going to be gone for the weekend, so try to get everything I need to done before I go. And then just work. And yeah, that's it. I think what we're going to talk about today is like knowing what boundaries are. Okay. And so I think it was so confusing to me that I have a person that I see and she has zero boundaries, like none. Like none. And it's hard for me to understand because here I am, I have pretty defined boundaries and I'm not afraid to tell people about them. And, you're in my space, you're in my space. You get too close, I tell you about it. If you talk a way that I don't like, I tell you about it. If you change it, you change it. That's something that I can remove myself from. But it's behooving to me how many people don't understand boundaries. And it came to me really strong as today I'm talking to this person and I'm like, or she said, well, I made him give her a hug and, then I got mad at myself and I'm like, why were you mad at yourself? She's like, because then I didn't make myself hug her. That's my mic, y'all. Sorry. I didn't make myself hug her. And I'm like, oh. And then like it debated this, like started this whole debate in my head. And I was like, you know what? That's probably irritating to me. And I'm maybe just not figuring out at 43. But don't make your kids hug people. Don't do it. If they don't feel safe or comfortable or want to do it, don't make them. Especially strangers. Like no. No. Don't do it. Because all you're doing is teaching them that it's okay to walk up and give somebody a hug, and it's your body, your choice. If you don't want to give a hug, you don't give a hug. Let them have that same freedom. Now I'm not talking like if they go to give them a hug and they want to, fine, but just don't force them. Don't make them do it. Let them have some of that their own feeling and thought in it. If they don't come up and say hi or bye on their own, there's probably a reason why. Either A, they're playing and don't want to, or B, they don't want to give the person a hug or anything. And you see that a lot. Like, give so-and-so a hug. You don't have to make your kids do that. No. It's okay if they don't want to. It was kind of funny because I didn't even really think about it until Santa last year, and I guess because I was home, I'm seeing all the pictures of Santa, and I'm thinking, oh my God, these kids are being forced to sit on Santa's lap, and they're screaming like crazy and crying and scared, and they just don't even have a voice. Like, they don't even have a voice. And the parents like, oh, that's so cute. Well, then when you get him off, and you're like, aw, and you share the picture, and I get it. It's cute. I understand why. But from my perspective, understand why I say that too. It's something that we need to really pay attention to, listen to, and respect. Not only from our kids, but from our spouses or, our peers, whoever, respect boundaries. I worked with some people, so I know just by working with them that they don't like certain things, And I'm not going to do that around them because they don't like it. I just think we all could do a little bit better messing with that, paying attention to it, respecting it. And I know it's hard because I'm messing with my nails, guys. I'm sorry. That's rude. When I tell you I was up from 2 till 4, I was up from 2 till 4. And I am beat. But I think it's important to allow people to understand and make their own boundaries, their own personal safe spot. You know, if they feel comfortable, they'll do something. If they're not comfortable, they're not going to, unless they're forced to. And if they were raised and being forced to, then yeah, they're probably going to. And then they probably just block it out as they're doing it because they've been forced to do it, you know. And I'm not saying that creates an issue where we put them into sexual abuse or anything like that. But I am saying that we create a thought process of, oh, it's okay because mom or dad said, you know, and if mom and dad says, then it's got to be okay. So we really need to think about what we're manifesting into our children's thought processes. Or, you know, we need to think about our boundaries and think about what we would want to how we'd want to approach that with our kids, you know. Again, if my kid wanted to go hug Donald Trump, I would let him go hug Donald Trump. His choice. Joe Biden, anybody, just go hug him. I don't give a damn. Because it's their body, their choice. So what they want to do, they can do it. I'm not telling them to do it. Now, if they're kicking and screaming and welling and crying and, you know, they don't want to, I will not be that parent that's pushing them up the door, up to the front of the line so they can give them a hug. Nope. Not going to do it. You know? Just something that I've really started paying attention to and focusing on. Because, again, this time of year, you see it with Santa pictures. And that's only one example. I mean, think about your making your babies go hug your friend. Well, they might not trust your friend like that. Just because you do doesn't mean they will. So don't press it upon them. And that also helps you reduce the risk of them feeling later in life that they have to do the same thing, you know? If their peer at school is trying to hug them and you've, you know, encouraged them to hug everybody, it might make it an uncomfortable situation, you know? It might turn it into something that it's not. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's very true, you know? I know it because I've actually heard this from a client's mouth, you know? That, you know, we were always told we had to. They didn't ask if we wanted to. It was always we had to. And I think that's sad because I think everybody should have that choice. So that's my thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you guys know what your boundaries are. Do you even know what your boundaries are? Like what's your space? What's your thoughts? Where do you stop? So for now, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to take care of some other business. I'm going to get comfortable and find something to eat because it's like 8:30 at night. And I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully not looking so tired. So for now, thanks guys. Have a good evening. When